So then, Osiris is bald, which could explain Ikora's close cropped cranium. She was, after all, Osiris' student, so perhaps her hairless bonce is an homage to her former master. And yeah, that was an odd way to start the video, so let's begin again. First up, let me address my week-long absence from uploading. No, MoreConsole has not abandoned you, and yes, daily content returns starting now. So then, I've been away doing things in another country. Frustratingly, I'm not allowed to say exactly what just yet, but I think you can probably guess what I've been up to, and all will be revealed very shortly indeed. So stay tuned to this channel, and your patience will be rewarded, Guardian. So then, in this video, I'm going to catch us up on all the Destiny 2 news from the past week, and also look to the future. The Curse of Osiris is less than a month away, and before it launches on December 5th, you can look forward to a large helping of DLC hype. 3 reveal live streams from Bungie, and some exclusive content from this channel. So then, without further ado, let's see what's been going down over the past week. Changes are coming to Destiny 2. A few of these changes will drop December 5th to coincide with the launch of the new expansion and Season 2. So then, on December 5th, Bungie will deploy an update that will deliver high dynamic range lighting, also known as HDR, to both the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X. This basically makes things look prettier and potentially more realistic thanks to an improved color range and contrast ratio. You'll also see adaptive 4K resolution on the PS4 Pro and 4K on the Xbox One X. Now, adaptive 4K on the PS4 Pro means the console will dynamically scale the game's resolution depending on how crazy things are getting on screen in order to maintain a steady frame rate. So for example, when things are getting a bit mental like you see here, don't expect the full 4K experience. The PS4 Pro will tweak the resolution to stop frame rate stuttering. Now, the Xbox One X, however, being the more powerful console, in fact it's the most powerful console available at the moment, will be 4K at all times. It's worth noting that both the PlayStation 4 Pro and Xbox One X will be locked at 30 frames per second. Now, to celebrate this announcement, Xbox UK tweeted this: "Good news, Guardians, Destiny 2 is getting enhanced for Xbox One X. Fight for humanity in stunning 4K and HDR on December 5th. Now, the first response to this tweet made me lol.
Hello darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
And here's another change dropping December 5th. The weekly reset will no longer take place at 1 AM Pacific. Starting December 5th, the weekly reset will occur at these times depending on which time zone you inhabit. 9 AM Pacific, 12 PM Eastern, 5 PM Greenwich Mean Time, and so on. As a resident of the UK, I find the new 5 PM reset time very agreeable indeed. And we ain't done yet. December 5th will also see a few quality of life improvements for guided games. Here's a few of the things you could take advantage of. An audio cue has been added so you'll know when you've found a guide. Full clans can now guide, and guided games will support the new Nightfall and raid content you'll find in Curse of Osiris. And if you're still wondering, like me, what the new raid content is gonna be, well, Bungie will spill the beans during their first livestream. And speaking of their first livestream, Bungie dropped this tasty little teaser. Check it out.
There's been a development on Mercury.
And you think Osiris might be involved?
I predicted many things, but I never saw you.
Right then, so here's a quick December 5th recap. Curse of Osiris drops, Season 2 begins, updates go live to enable HDR 4K for Destiny 2 on PS4 Pro and Xbox One X, the weekly reset time changes, and quality of life improvements will be implemented. But what are we going to get up to while we wait for December 5th to hurry the F up and get here? Well, starting Friday, November 17th and lasting the whole weekend, Clarion Call begins. In case you didn't already know, Clarion Call will allow you to earn double XP for every activity you complete with a clan member. Yes, you need to have at least one clan member in your fire team in order to earn that double XP. Now, earning more XP means leveling up faster and bagging yourself more bright engrams. Remember, the exotic 6 shooter emote that you see here is exclusive to Season 1. It will not be available in Season 2, so this clarion call gives you a chance to really grind your XP and open more bright engrams. If you don't have a clan and want to strictly play solo, there will be future clarion calls that won't require you to play with a clan. Next up, a recent interview with Bungie reveals a few more interesting details about the Curse of Osiris expansion. First up, there will be 3 new PvP maps, one of which is the PlayStation 4 exclusive map Wormhaven that you see here. So new PvP maps, yes, but sadly, no new PvP game modes. Now, the Curse of Osiris, as you may already know, will also increase the power level to 330 and the player level to 25. Now, this interview also reveals that Xur stock will also increase its power level, and there will be changes to the way players earn high power gear. Here's exactly what Bungie said. The way players will be able to access top level equipment in the game, especially with regards to Osiris themed gear, will change. And unsurprisingly, Bungie was asked about the expansion's new raid activity. Here's how Bungie responded. The exact definition of new raid activity has aroused much curiosity since the announcement of the expansion, but during November we'll have 3 stream events to talk in more detail about the Curse of Osiris, and one of them will focus on the activity in question, so I can only advise you to follow them. Now, according to Bungie's latest weekly blog post, we'll learn more about the new raid activity from their first live stream, which of course I'll break down for you on this channel, so stay tuned for that. And for those of you interested in learning a little bit more about Sagira, that's Osiris's female ghost, here's what Bungie had to say. This is the first time the player is offered the opportunity to speak with a ghost of another guardian, a comparison that allows you to listen to a different perspective to better understand how ghosts see the world and how they interact with their guardian. Sagira's personality is very different from that of the player's ghost. She's a bit insolent, has a strong character, and loves to express her opinions, and in the expansion you will see all these aspects emerge. And looky what we have here. New Monarchy won the 2nd faction rally and the tower is draped in red and white, which means that the new Monarchy sword is up for grabs, so I'm gonna go grab it. Right then, so here we are at the new Monarchy faction vendor, and I'm here to collect my sword. Hello, Executor Hideo, let me pick up my sword please. Congratulations for winning, well done. Now, I'm actually pledged to New Monarchy with my Titan, so I can pick this thing up for 1000 glimmer. Now, the cool thing about this particular sword is that it's red and white, and it's one of the few swords that's actually colourful, because you can't actually use shaders on swords, so I believe that the only other... Was that my... Yes, that was my Skype beeping, forgive me. Now, the only other sword that's red and white is the Steel Sibyl, I believe. So let me pick this up for 1000 glimmer. Thank you very much. Let's have a little look at this beauty. Let's pop it on. Now, like I said before, the only other sword that's red and white is the Steel Sibyl. Let's have a look at that. So that's the reason I wanted this sword, is because it's red and white and looks rather cool. The perk is quick attacks immediately after swapping to this sword do additional damage. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this little beauty out into the wild and see what it's like in action. But before I do that, let me just pop it on. There it is. It goes very nice with the rest of my red and white gear. Let's go into the wild and kill things. Right then, let's do a little bit of science, shall we? So let's see how much damage I do when I kill a scion by using a quick attack. So that took off 855. So what I'm going to do now is activate the perk, and let's see how much damage that will increase it by. So let's get near one of these scions and let's do exactly that. So quick attack immediately after I swap to that weapon. As you can see, that was 1200 and something. So it's about a 400 increase in damage. So there you go, that's the perk in action, Die Scions. Right then, so while I'm here, I may as well turn in my 19 New Monarchy faction tokens. Now, I know it's not a lot, but I was in another country for the past week, so do forgive me. Right, let's go through these and see what I get. Let's have a look. I've never actually got anything on my Titan yet, so all this is going to be completely new stuff for me. So what did we get? We got, I believe that's the sidearm. Let's just keep going through. I kind of want the armor more than anything else, if I'm completely honest. Can I get any armor? We'll have a look at everything. Well, after I've opened all my faction tokens, after I've used them all up. Okay, we've got the sovereign plate, so that's the chest piece. Ideally, I would like the helmet, but I doubt that's going to happen with so few faction tokens. I think that's about it. That wasn't a great loot haul, was it really? So let's have a look and see what I got. I got the Good Counsel Scout Rifle. I got the Song of Justice a scout rifle. Both scout rifles, okay, fair play. What else did I get? I got the new Monarchy sidearm, and what else did I get? I got, I don't really care about that. Let's have a look and see what the chest armor looks like. Let's pop that on. Not too shabby, not too shabby. I do like the look of that. So there you go, I didn't have that many tokens to turn in, so that's all I managed to get. I have to wait until Season 2 now. So yeah guys, that brings us to the end of the video. Like I said, daily content from here on in. I'll be covering all 3 upcoming November live streams, so be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications if that sounds like the kind of content you want to watch. And stay tuned for some exclusive content. Click this image to watch it. And if it's not appearing yet, don't worry, come back in just a few hours and it'll be here, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, subscribe for daily Destiny content, and thank you so much for watching, and as always, a tee-hee-hee. Until next time, Guardians.